Good. Hey everyone, this is our YakShaver sprint review, retro, and planning. So we're currently going through sprint 122 review and retro. Our sprint goal is expand YakShaver anywhere work item destinations. So of course, we want to integrate Jira and Azure DevOps and also email. So that's our sprint goal, and we'll talk about this a little bit in depth in the backlog. This is a 5 working day sprint, and the attendees is Willow, Zeno, and Tino. Rick Su joined a little bit because he's on client work just to give us an update. And Stephen Chung,
and
Thomas.
Brooke joined as well, didn't he?
He did, but he didn't join for the review. He only came in here for the just to tell us what's happening. Yeah. So that wasn't actually part of the sprint review. Yeah. So we didn't add him in there. No.
Okay.
Yep. Stephen and Thomas and Callum was absent for the review. You know, do I want to add Callum back in here because you're here now?
I'm just here for the summary though, but up to you.
Okay. All right. So the internal hours is we have Willow and Zeno worked 5 days on this, and then Tino for 4 days. All right, so sprint backlog, we have a few dones over here. So let's take a look at some of the more important ones. So Zeno, you want to go ahead and take a look, just to run everybody through your leaderboard changes real quick?
Yeah. Can I open this issue? Yeah. So it's actually a parent issue covering several leaderboard change proposal by Matt Weeks, along with improvements to the data filter proposal by Tiago, and all the UI changes has been reviewed by Ken, Matt, Tiago, and Willow. So in the first image, you can see that the previous leaderboard contains too many elements, and it's using 2 different red and didn't meet any WCAG contract standards, and the overall layout is also not looks like so good. And you can scroll down.
Pause. That's excellent. But Willow, just if you could open up this issue 3933, just on the first figure, just put a red cross and bad example dash, just so it's much clearer for us. Bad example with a red cross. And the bad example first, Zeno, so keep going.
Okay. So you can scroll down for the next image. So in the new version, we unified the color and given the virtual priority to the total shapes and the chain columns. So we moved the secondary information to a card. So can you scroll down? In the third image,
hold on, I'm just going to tell you that things like this, where you have UI stuff, you don't want Callum or me to jump in now saying that's wrong. That doesn't look good, because that means that it goes, it's now not done rather than done. So when you finish a UI thing like this, make sure that you show Callum or me that we're happy with it.
Okay.
But I will just tell you, if you just go up above, just a small thing, that's the bad example. I agree it's a bad example. But just on the good example, I'm not sure I would have different colors on the 10 shaves and the 7 shaves. Maybe it's okay on the number 1 shaves, but I don't think we need 3 different colors, unless you're really trying to play up the silver and bronze. But it's on the writing, I'm not a big fan of it. Okay. So I just focus on the gold.
You mean like keep the second one and the third one the same?
Probably, yeah. I'm not sure I like the bronze writing.
Okay. I will discuss with the UI designer
saying
later.
it was done.
Sorry.
Sorry, Adam?
Who did you get to test this once it was implemented?
Yes, I got proof from Kim and Matt Weeks and also Tiago.
From Ken, Matt Wicks, and Tiago. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got some good people to check it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have any comments, Callum?
I don't mind it too much. The silver and bronze, I guess, it doesn't scream a massive problem, but I don't. It's not super great either.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty neutral on the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm sure there's better ways of putting silver and bronze emojis if you need to, or small images over changing the writing color like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not a fan of it. I'd want to see another option.
Okay. And then
Okay.
make a note. Yeah. That we want
I will
to
continue.
Yeah. Continue.
Yes, let's keep going.
Yeah. So in the third image, you can see when user hovering over the shapes column, the card will tell you the detailed information like the solve of the shapes changes and also the estimated time saved. So we put all the secondary information in the card. And you can scroll down. So we also like optimize the data filter. So in the first image, you can see that the old version makes the different scale of time period together. And to simplify the iteration, we rework it with 3 fixed range. You can see the the 6 with 3 fixed range, the 7 days, 13 days, and 19 days. So plus an all-time view. So and also for user who need to using a specific customer range, we also added a date picker. So it's more clear and straightforward one compared with the old version. Can I continue?
Who's tested using this?
Matt Weeks and Tiago and Ken both tested. Yeah.
They all tested it in production, did they?
I think this change is currently applied to staging environment. So we will do a product release after 40 tests.
So this is not okay.
Yeah. And
Are we currently looking at done issues or not done issues?
This is just like a very big. This is like a big epic that was about to get pushed into the production. So it's actually like really close to getting done. We just need to do a release. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
there's a big difference between done and nearly done. So we should be going through the done items first, and then through the stuff that had significant work. But until it's deployed, it's not done.
Right. Right. Gotcha.
Okay, it's not done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to just continue. Have Zeno continue just like basically like the remaining of this. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And
Okay.
the last 2 images cover the backend bug fix. So in the second column of the 5th image, you will notice that the total shape count doesn't match the sum of Teams pipeline and also the desktop numbers. So it is because we haven't encountered the new YakShaver Anywhere pipeline. So now if you're hovering over the shift column, it will show the counter and the proportion from each source, and the sum is correct. So that's the bug fix for the backend. So that's all for all the leadboard changes.
That's very awesome. I think you're devaluing it by calling this a bug fix. This is a lot of improvements. You might have fixed a couple of small bugs, but this is a major improvement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I probably would have recorded a short video of it working in staging, and then showing it to, Callum or me or Matt Wicks or someone.
Okay, sure. No problem. And I will update the the icon and the color for the rankings based on your suggest.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Zeno. Let's go back. All right, so we have a couple of duns. One of them is from Steven, which he is not here today to talk about it. But Willow did the review. Willow, do you want to just quickly talk about this real quick?
Yeah, sure. So Steven has added our YakSmeasure on our YakShaver product page and also on the Eagle Eye product page. So we can see in the screenshot, we have the widget on the corner that user can click this to record a video. Yeah.
Okay, there is this, and then also over here, yeah, an Eagle
This
Eye.
is for Eagle Eye.
Yep, cool, awesome. Okay, so that's one of the duns from Steven, and then there's another one by Tom. Also, I think this is reviewed. Willow, do you know much about this?
Yeah, this one is
Yeah.
that we want to support the new YakShaver Anywhere flow in the Teams version. So we have the two flow, the legacy flow and the new flow. So we have the new flow on production, but on the new flow, the fields displayed on the card is not the same as the legacy Teams card. So this PBI is to make the two flow, they have the same card, to have the same exact fields that we have before. So not make any changes for the users to feel some difference.
Okay, any questions? If not, then we're gonna go to the other one. Okay, and then the remaining three duns are also done by Willow. So Willow, do you want to just quickly go through them? Yeah.
Yeah, I can give a short introduction. So the first one is that on the desktop, our shape title is not the same as the GitHub issue we created. So if someone see one title in the desktop, and if they click the GitHub issue link, and they will see another title. So because they are created using different fields, that makes them different. So this PPI is to make them the same title. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the rest of
And
two,
did you go back after doing this, and did you go and fix the old data so it's consistent?
This one is to fix the logic, and the old data I have created later on PBI, because for the desktop, we can't control the data is stored in the user's database. So we need to add some logic or button to automatically to refill the old data. So I created a separate PBI for that.
Shouldn't that PBI be next to this PBI so they're together?
Yeah, it should next to this, but for this training we have some more important PBI, so that one hasn't been done yet.
But it's kind of funny to fix the logic but not fix the data. So this problem has gone away. I think if you're going to fix the logic, you fix the data, straight after it.
Yeah,
you don't move on to a new topic.
Yeah, got it. I will fix that this sprint to make them
What is the plan to fix the data exactly? Because it's not, like you said, it's not easy to fix it when the data is decentralized in YakShaver desktop, right?
Yeah, so I plan to have some automatic way that if the user opens this page, then it will go through the shapes on this page and get the GitHub title to refill the shape title. And if they open the next page, then we do the refill again. So it's more of a feature, not just to do the data change.
Right. Do we have any way of knowing how many of these issues there are? I mean, obviously, we have no way of knowing what users might have put on their own private repos or whatever, but can we at least look at all the SSW repos and see how many issues there are that have this title issue?
If they have linked to the portal, we can see that I have a separate PBI for that to fix the portal issue. But if it's on desktop and they haven't linked to the portal, then we probably can't know how many PBIs, how many
Yep.
shapes.
I thought we can just look at all the issues and then notice something about the issue that tells us that it was a problem. Couldn't we do that?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Is there anything that you can tell just by looking at the title that lets you know that it's not lined up with the desktop shave, or is that not possible just by looking at the issue title?
Not possible to know how many shapes that users stored in their own desktop.
Right. Okay. No worries. Anyway, sounds like we're doing it next sprint, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else, Will?
No, that's all.
Nope. All right, cool. Adam, so these are the dones. Do you want to go through some of the important pending releases ones? Like I know there are two that and also one in progress that we really do want to talk about real quick.
Okay, all right, hold on. The one where Xena did all the work on the leaderboard there, that says pending release there. So
Yeah.
that's one that we just saw.
Yes.
And
yes.
the one at the top by Stephen, did you demo that one?
That one we just showed you the screenshot that was posted by Steven in the issue. Yeah, we already showed you that.
Has anyone tested this? Any of you guys?
No, I have not tested it.
Yeah, I think you guys like you should test it first, Tina. If you're happy, then say, all right, I'm good. Now your turns. If Xena is not happy, he gets the problems fixed before he gives them on to Willow. Okay, but you should be testing this YakShaver and pretend that you want to put it into your product.
Yeah, we can test.
Okay, it's a pretty important one. And I don't want you to just say it's done. Let's talk about new things, because I have a feeling that you guys will have feedback on it. Okay.
Yeah. We can do some testing after this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Let's have a look at the other ones that have substantial work on them.
Okay. All right. So we already talked about the YakShaver leaderboard, Xeno, that is pending release. There's another one that is pending release, is the support of Jira. Now for this one is that we got it going so that when we create when we do a YakShaver in YakShaver Anywhere, it actually creates an issue in a Jira workspace. So as you can see over here, it just does it, and then it creates an issue. And what's even cooler is that we were able to get the code context from GitHub. So the user should be able to, if they want to, they can add a GitHub repo to the project in YakShaver portal, and then it'll take the code context out of it and then creates a shave and an issue inside Jira or in GitHub. So yeah, which is pretty cool. And we already got this working in here. So that's in pending release as well. And we're very excited about this. Yep. Any questions, Adam?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yep. Cool. And also, this is a private repository that I have in GitHub, so it's not public. So it's actually doing the work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's another one by Xeno, YakShaver Anywhere pre-check service availability and user credits before processing. Xeno, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, you can open it. So we have added a credit check to YakShaver Anywhere before recording starts. So as shown in the first two screenshots, user without credits or active subscribes will blocked from selected project. So our new pop-up card will appear instead, and with a button linked to the subscription page in the portal. So this applies both to both the web version and also the anywhere mode in the desktop. So since the user can reach the recording page directly via URL and skip the project selection, we've also add a second check this in the third screenshot. And the last screenshot shows that the credit check for the YakSmasher widget. So as Smasher is open to any visitor, so we use different text here and avoiding to say like something like no credits. So that's all.
Okay. Any questions, madam?
I think that's great.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Zeno. All right. And so there is one thing that there's actually two things that we really want to talk about that is currently in progress. And I think everyone here should know about this is that we have this secret expiry outage that affected the clients. Just to briefly given a brief explanation, what happened is that our internal credential that YakShaver uses to connect to Microsoft 365 has expired. And then in regards to that, there is one thing that is also in progress that directly stems out of that problem, is that we want to fix a problem where video process failed as sending a bunch of cards, error cards to some of those users who are affected by it. And so we want to classify the exceptions. So anything that has to do with our infrastructure errors, we don't want to send that to clients. And of course, we don't want to send a bunch of those errors, like, a repeated errors, to the clients as well. So we need to fix that so that it doesn't happen again. And that's one thing. Yeah. And so Willow has that in progress. Yeah. And then the other one is the Epic, YakShaver Anywhere support work item platforms. That's the part of the sprint goal. And then, as I was just mentioning before, the Jira is part of it. Yep. That's basically it. Yeah. And that's it for our sprint backlog. Any questions or anything that you, questions, Adam?
No, that's good. That's great. Good work.
All good? All right. Thank you.
One
Moving on.
quick question
Yep.
for me. With the
Yes.
with the YakSmasher rollout to internal product pages, do we have any feedback on that? Did anyone say it was good, say it was bad, have any comments, etc.? Has anyone used it? Do we know?
I have not used Smasher yet.
Right, but we have rolled
Yes.
it out to internal products, right?
I think we have like a setup for the official website for YakShaver and Eagle Eyes, but we did not apply to other internal projects.
Right, yeah. So we've added to YakShaver and Eagle Eye. I guess the question is, has anyone used it yet since it's been added there? Well, not yet.
I think probably not, because we haven't heard any feedback from them, but I think we can reach out to someone and let them test and use it, and then
Yep.
give
I
us
think that
feedback.
would be good to know for next week, because obviously we're trying to sort of canary test this thing internally before we make it an official standard part of the YakShaver family. Cool. Or rather, the
Awesome.
YakShaver herd, I should say.
All right, ready to move on? Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay, cool. All right, Zeno, I'm gonna hand it
Yeah.
off to you for recent velocities. Yep.
Yeah, so for the recent velocities, our plan have like 13 points and we delivered 19 points. But I think the actual work we have done is much bigger than that because we have a lot of work. It's currently pending release and it's almost done. Just needs some like fully testing. And for the part of R&D, we don't have R&D for this week.
Sorry, Zeno.
Mhm.
Just on the velocity, Willow, before we send this, can we reverse the order so the current is at the top and just refresh this? Yeah, and obviously the other thing I want you to do in the backlog is add that other item about fixing the data and put it next to the item where you fix the logic of the names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And when you reverse it, make sure you don't only reverse it in the email, but reverse it in the skill that produces the email as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll update the cheetah as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, I will continue. So for the R&Ds, we do not have any R&D activities this spring because we only have like 3 people. But we did a lot of work for other side. And also for AI tool usage, no changes for Willow and Zeno, but Tino have just upgraded his plan from 5x to 10x. I guess he did a lot of works. Yeah, that's all. And Willow, can you give us more detail about the AI status?
Yeah, sure. So let's look at the AI stats. The first one is the SSW Tiger stats. So we got this stats from Tiger, and we can see listed all the things that we have done this sprint, and is correct. We have the leaderboard epic and the widget embed feature for to the product page, and also some teams update, and they are all correct. And we can scroll down to the Copilot stats. What Copilot said is correct too. I only list the most important one that we have the YakShaver Anywhere on Jira, but like it's partially done because it's completed, but it's pending release. So maybe we shouldn't call it completed. And that's all for the AI stats. And we can scroll down to see the project snapshot. So for the YakShaver, we still have some 784 open items, and we committed 33 points. And that's all for the project snapshot. And Tino, I will hand back to you.
Okay, so these are the sprint retrospective. So for what went well, Tino says that letting Jira support and its infrastructure was worth a very large PR. It is a pretty big PR, but create a work item and pull GitHub code context into a different destination. It's really good. And Zeno said that the leaderboard epic was a big PR and was approved by Matt Wicks, Tiago, and Ken. And Zeno also said that the production incident was diagnosed and solved, and we picked up real knowledge using Azure Monitor to detect errors that our own code never raised. Okay, and also Willow says that the 6th of August outage was fixed the same day and in a very short space of time. Now, for what didn't go well, Zeno said, only 3 people were available against the amount of work in flight. Willow and Tino says that the outage spammed users with duplicate failure cards. And we already have an issue created to address that. And Tino also said the client notification email still had not gone out several days after the outage, which hurts client expectation management. And that's just personally what I think.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Tina. I'm happy with that. I just in the first point there, I'm not sure I fully understand the language. Only 3 people were available. When you say 3 people, do we mean developers?
Developers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I would just put the number 3 devs. Only 3 devs were available I think you mean during this whole sprint. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say during this whole sprint, and put in brackets the reason. You know, Callum, Stephen, Lewis, and Tom I were at Callum's wedding or something. Lewis is spelled wrong.
How do you
Lewis.
spell Lewis? Lewis. That was
LEW.
okay. Lewis.
Tom I were at Callum's wedding. Now the outage on the next one, are you referring to the certificates outage? Or is it a different issue?
No, it is the
so-
the Wednesday outage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the certificate outage.
The what outage? Specific. What's the word that you use? You
Certificate.
just specific. That's the word.
Certificate.
A
The
certificate.
outage.
That was like certificate.
And I think it's this. You'd put the same thing on the next line. The certificate outage dash client notification email. Just so it's very clear you're talking about the same topic.
Yeah. Cool. All right. All right. I guess I need to add this certificate. Certificate outage. Yeah. All right. So for our improvements for our next sprint, right? For certificate outage, finish the incident follow-up PBI next sprint, so the same situation cannot reoccur. That's stated by Willow, and we already had Rick on it. He already gave us an update on that. And also another improvement by Tino. He said, build a reusable structured client incident and notification email template. Right, what happened, what we are doing to fix it, and what prevents future recurrence. I don't know if we have something like that, but we had to write that up, and then that needs to go through rounds of approval by Adam and Callum from as per a conversation with Rick and I. And so yeah, once that's done, maybe we have some template of something similar so that we can reuse it, so that we can send it out within a normal time frame or more acceptable time frame to kind of like, deal with expectations with clients. Yeah. Agreed? Yeah. Cool. Adam, happy?
Yep, it's great.
All right, cool. So that's it for our sprint review and retrospective. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sprint 123 forecast. So our sprint goal is, of course, to expand YakShaver anywhere work item destinations, and that's going to be carried forward from our unfinished work from sprint 122. And it's going to be a 5 working days sprint, and the capacity is somewhere around 27 points to 36.7 points. The sprint average scaled to 13, confirmed by person days, because we have quite a few. We only have 3 people, 3 devs working on it, working this sprint. And we have 33 points committed. Yeah. So the team. So over here it says that Steven Xiao will be unavailable because we specifically said that during the recording that he will not be working this sprint. So somehow it just crossed him out. RIP. Yeah, and the sprint backlog. So apart from some of these things that have been carried over from pending release over here, we do have quite a lot in progress. And I think what we need to point out is that we want to get the certification error, 2 of the bug issues that we raised in here, so that we fix that, and so these things will never happen again. And also the YakShaver Anywhere support more work item platform is going to be continued to be worked on. Yep. Any questions? Once, twice. All right. Willow, I'm going to hand over to you for the AI stats. All right, cool.
Okay, I will talk about the AI stats. So we can see the Tiger stats, at least that we need to send the certificate outreach email, and it's labeled critical. And also we need to complete the Azure DevOps and also the video process field cards improvement. And all these are correct. And we can scroll down to see the Copilot stats. And I also list that our
Sorry,
sprint goal is.
I'm confused by those AI stats. The AI stats, I'm expecting to see what tools people were using.
That has been done in the review email.
Yeah, we already, Adam, we already did this part, the AI tool usage. That's a different stat. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what's this one?
Yeah. This one is the forecast.
Oh, this is the forecast.
Yeah.
Isn't that a weird way to do the forecast? Wait.
But we already went through the
Oh, I see what you do.
We already went through this. Yeah. We already went through the forecast and the spring backlog for the forecast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And the AI stats here is to like summarize the our forecast. And for the Tiger stats, it's all correct. That listed all the things that we plan to do in this sprint. Send out the certificate outreach email and complete the Azure DevOps integration, and also complete the video process field cards to these improvements. And that's all correct for our Tiger stats. And we can
where's
also
the green tick indicating it's all correct? Because we're trying to look at this to check if we trust AI or we don't trust AI.
Yeah.
No, this would be in the figure. In the figure, you would
should
say.
Be in the figure.
Yeah.
Below the image and.
Yeah.
Saying this green tick, all correct. And then the
Oh,
same thing for Copilot.
That is.
You need
funky.
to use Shift and Enter.
Yeah, all correct. Something like that.
Yeah, and also for Copilot stats, it also says that our goal is to expand YakShaver Anywhere to the support Azure DevOps and direct email, and that's correct too.
Cool. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. And this concludes the YakShaver sprint review, retro, and planning. And our video recording will be uploaded to this YakShaver channel. Thank you all for tuning in, and see you guys next time.
Thanks, Tino.
See you.
Thank you. Yep. I'm gonna stop recording.